These are
Okay, after you have your two seam sample pieces cut out like this, you're going to use the instructions in your notebook to be able to sew the steps and this video. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is you need to it says with one piece, sew at 5/8 inch seam allowance and pivot at corner. So I'm going to show you what that means really quick. So you're going to take your piece and you're going to look at your machine. Before you started to thread your machine, you should have already checked your settings. Pattern selector on A, stitch length 2.5, tension dial on 3, and your take-up lever should be out. Everything should be threaded correctly, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece and you need to look on your needle plate. And on the needle plate, you can see that there are several different lines here. So there's the first line, the second line, and the third line coming from the top. You need to go to the third line, which is the 5/8 line. If you're having difficulty seeing the 5/8 line, you can take like a color or crayon or something, and you can kind of outline that a little bit if that helps you. Okay, don't use permanent marker or anything like that, but using a light color is fine. So once you get your piece, you're gonna take it, you're gonna line it up to that 5/8 line. And on the long edge, you're going to line it up with the 5/8 line. On the short edge, you're going to line it up with the hole that's in the presser foot. So if you look right here, you could see that there's a hole. So you're going to take that short edge and you're going to line it up with the hole like that, okay? So let's go ahead and get started here. Take this, you line it up with that 5/8 line. You line the short edge up here. And then there's a switch over here called the presser foot lever lifter. You're going to put the presser foot lever lifter down like that to hold your fabric in place, okay? So you can get a better look. Go ahead and zoom in here so you could see that this is lined up at the 5/8. This is lined up at the hole in the presser foot there, okay? So once you have that all lined up and ready to go, you're going to put your foot on the foot pedal, which is down here. Okay, the foot pedal, yep, it's right there. Okay, so the foot pedal is what makes the machine go. Okay, so you don't need to push, the machine moves on its own. You're just gonna put pressure on your foot pedal and have it go forward like maybe 3 or 4 stitches like that, okay? Then you're gonna press the reverse lever, hold it down, and go back those stitches you just sewed. This is very important or your stitches will come out. So now you're gonna watch the line right here, do not watch the needle. And you're gonna go forward like this, and I'm just gently guiding it. Now notice right here, see how some of these threads are a little crazy? My needle's down. I'm gonna lift that presser foot up and just kind of scoot some of those back. So if you have some of those get in the way, you could do that, then realign it and put that presser foot back down. Okay, you're just gonna keep going until right about these claws of the presser foot right here, they need to line up with this edge right here. So you're gonna keep going until right there. And then I kind of stop. I might go 1 or 2 more to make sure that they're all the way lined up. Maybe 1 more stitch here. Okay, so notice how I turn the hand wheel. Now the needle is down inside. So take a look right there. You can see that the claws of the presser foot are lined up with that edge right there, okay? So now I'm gonna lift the presser foot up and I'm going to turn it. And when I turn it, you should be able to see that this edge now should line up with the 5/8. So if you turn it in the right spot. If you didn't turn it in the right spot, go back and turn the hand wheel 1 more stitch forward, okay? Mine was in the right spot, so I'm not gonna do that. Now I'm gonna put that presser foot back down and I'm going to sew forward. Now when I get to the end right here, I'm gonna do the back stitching again. And then I go forward, and then I stop there, I lift the presser foot, I pull it out. There's a thread cutter right here that you could use, or you could just use your regular scissors, and it should look like this, like an L, okay? Now, you wanna cut off the extra threads that were right here before, okay? And now you have the first step of the seam sample done. You got it? Did you stop recording?
It won't stop.